This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. All right, so for some reason, 20 years later, Memphis Bleek is like, yeah, I'm going to drop an album. Bro, this is a big mistake. Because the singles you were dropping weren't even doing numbers. We got, let's see. What's crazy about Memphis Bleek is he dropped this album. You probably never really heard this album. It's called 534. It dropped right when Rockefeller was ending, 2005. And the biggest song on that album was a song called Dear Summer. You might think that's a Jay-Z song. It is a Jay-Z song, but it's on a Memphis Bleek album. Memphis Bleek doesn't say a peep on the song. That's when I was like, oh, yeah, this is like, they're done. Like, he's done pushing Memphis Bleek. It's over, you know? And that was the last, I think that was the last official album you had. I mean, this guy's pretty lazy, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. So he dropped a song called Still Rock, which was pretty good this year. Three Kings. I'm not saying he's garbage, you know, he's not. But he did have a lot of help from Jay-Z. I do believe Dame Dash when he says, and Beanie Siegel even co-signed it, like he probably did get some help from Jay-Z those years. Ain't no way he was going to keep up with us. You know, he needed help. Jay-Z didn't take credit for the bars and didn't take credit for anything and let Memphis Bleek get the ASCAP, which was very nice of Jay-Z. I mean, this is, if you're really close with Jay-Z, he's going to take care of you. He does not let Memphis Bleek fall off, and I do appreciate that, you know, because we don't want to see Memphis Bleek fall off. But to put out this album, I'm going to be honest with you, it's going to be embarrassing, okay? He's going to sell less. It's not even going to get reported of how many sales it does. That's how bad it's going to be. Like, probably like triple plastic. Be honest with you. It's just honesty. This Young Thug, YSL lawyer keeps talking about why Young Thug hates Gunna. And they keep saying, no, it's because he took a plea deal and he signed off on a bunch of things that the government was trying to prove about YSL on total, that it was a gang. There was 8 other people that did that. That's not the reason. It's something else that we don't know about between these two. Gunna said something to Young Thug or did something, maybe a girl, I don't know what it was, but it's something very personal. That's it. We're not going to know until we know. Lizzo, okay, first of all, this is Trisha Paytas in the left. Sheesh. Lizzo admits to trying Ozempic. You didn't just try it. You committed to it, okay? We know, okay? She said she was consuming 5,000 calories a day while being a vegan. How? Well, you were eating pasta. That doesn't mean you're straight. Like, that's how you were probably eating pasta. Like, that's not really being, like, listen, bro. Listen, I know where I've struggled with weight my whole life, right? So, like, you can get down to, like, doing 500, like, 1,000 calories a day and still eating pretty good amount of food, you know, with some vegetables, a chicken, you know. And, you know, it depends on what's healthy for you. You got to check it with a doctor, but she was on Ozempic, bro. That's how she lost the weight. It restricts your, it makes you, like, not hungry. And then it also does something with your insulin. And it's not good, okay? It messes up your chemistry. Gucci Mane announces his upcoming album book. I'm gonna tell you something. I don't know who. I haven't seen one person that read Gucci Mane's book. Nobody cares, bro. These are like deals. Like, the book is a different way to pay somebody. You can buy New York Times bestseller list. That's all for sale. it's part of selling yourself as a more distinguished person. That's why Charlemagne has a book that nobody's read. Gucci Man did it. Like, it's part of a publicist rollout where you write a book and then it gets some, oh, it looks like it sold something. Nobody's tracking book sales like that, like, unless you're a nerd. Like, basically, it's just, it has to get into like a bestseller. This one, it gets to one of those, and then you can say, well, I'm a New York Times bestseller. You can buy that, just so you know. Talk to a publicist. It's for sale. Diddy, the baby oil pictures came out. We talked about this earlier. I mean, dude, this guy really did have a lot of baby oil. He was into the slipping and sliding. He must have been deprived of having a slip and slide when he was a kid or something, because, man, he has a problem with the Astroglide and everything. He wants to see things glistening. Chrisean Rock denies being banned on Snapchat and Twitch for leaving her son crying inside of a car. She blames her outfit instead. Supposedly, she left her kid outside when she went to the prom thing, streaming thing. I don't know if that's true. If she did, that's crazy, bro. But I imagine she would have had a driver, right? I mean, you're not going to just leave the kid in the car by itself, right? That's criminal. She said it's because of an outfit, fake narrative. I don't really care. It's Chrisean Rock. Supposedly, in this lawsuit, right? Fat Joe is accused. So this is we're going to get into this. So TA was a hype man for Fat Joe, right? Fat Joe went after TA first in court, saying defamation. He's been defaming me online, saying things about me, wanted money from him, right? TA returns with another lawsuit saying Fat Joe was touching kids. He made me set up younger people, fly girls in, all this stuff. And then Fat Joe's lawyer, Joe Tacopina, came out and said, this is false. This is a disgruntled employee. And there's no truth to any of this, right? In that same case, it says in that lawsuit, the $20 million lawsuit from TA to Fat Joe, it's alleged that he's been involved with minors, blah, blah, blah. But then he also said that Joe would keep tabs on 50 Cent performances when they had beef in an attempt to publicly ambush him and possibly take him out. Well, we already probably knew that was happening, right? I mean, that's not a shocker, but it's just... what is that going to do? Nothing. Yeah, that's in the past. They're friends now. Who cares about that? That's not going to add anything into the case. So the TA case is going to get dismissed. Just so you know, because they're going to look at him as he's unhinged. He was really just going off for years, about Fat Joe online. So they have a lot of things to show as examples. We got academics and Wack 100 going at it with AD, that guy that used to be up at No Jumper. That's what we know him from. He's been trying to be a rapper forever, but we know him from No Jumper. So he got kicked off No Jumper, or left, basically. Yeah, whatever you want to call it. And now back on Fig, I guess they came at academics. Academics went back at them, talking about their gimps, handicaps. And yeah, academics destroyed them, basically. Okay, you got to go check it out for yourself. But Wack 100 defended academics, and now AD's like, oh, we could squabble up, man. I don't even think they were coming at you, bro. But if you want to involve yourself, cool. Wack 100 says, it's AD. Please go fix those people wooden fence. You ran through it. All I did was park. I didn't know you were there. Now, AD has been washed on camera before. He tried to fight some guy, a fan washed him. I guess he ran from Wack 100 at one point. It's really embarrassing. Then Jay-Z does this interview with this kid for Fanatics Fest. You know what he does to the kid at the end? He's like, he answers one question from the kid, like, who's your favorite artist to work with? He said his wife, right? And then he says, well, we got to go, man. And then he says, congratulations for doing an interview with me. Bro, you got to be so full of yourself to congratulate a kid like, you made it, bro. You did an interview with me. Like, bro, what? Should have thanked the kid. Thank you for the interview. It's a kid. He doesn't even really know who you are. Like, honestly. Like, jeez. And then Big Meech got his rat teeth removed, as we've seen. But he talks about it for this dentist. You get the ratatouilles removed. Put in some porcelains. Anyways. That's that. This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. I'll check you guys in the next one. Peace.